Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And some space here. A solid stiff arm. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Come on,
The Browns drive about to get started.
Recon, 152 fighter. Check the out. Roll out. Check 15. Check 31. Bam. Hey. High 7. It's a safety creep. Watch out.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Lacy. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On first down, it's Hubbard. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, dude. Mike 51.
2nd and 10. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Lacy, he's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Let's go now.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 4. It's caught. Beckham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
53, Mike. Protein spill.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Back to throw. Lacy. This is the tight end, Njoku. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Wait, let go. Tight end right, tight end right. 51 to Mike. 51 to down.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch tight, tight end's right. 3 down, 3 down. Smooth. Hey, rush 2.
They'll drop to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Hey, team 6, team 6. Check.
To throw on 2nd down. Lacy. He finds his target, Beckham. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
80 weapon. Switch. Watch twist. Hey, orbit. Fight.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 40-yard line.
On the set.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Lacey, open man, it's Preston Williams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Look at me. Go. Yo, cheetah. Watch safety creeping. Snap.
They go with Chubb on second down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Mike, 53, Mike. Call it. 53 to Mike. 53. Ready?
Back to throw. Lacey. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Preston Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? That'll be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Get it.
They run it again with Chubb. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
50, plant. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 5. 53. Mike. Hey, lock it. Listen back. 5.
From the gun on third down, Lacey. Buying time to his left. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
2nd and 6. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
52's the mic, boy. 52.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
At the 4-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, let's go. Let's get this. Check three. You draw quarter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lacey. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, switch gears. General West.
2nd and 2. He's got it to Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Looking to throw. Lacey. And Wilson has it. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
A run for Nick Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Hey, foxtrot. Snap.
Chubb on the counter. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Ferguson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 8-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take...
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Leo!
To throw again, Lacey. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Topper! Go! Let's go. Beat them.
Now Chubb running right. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Oh, yeah.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
First down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. The 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try and throw for it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. They are on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check. Look, squeeze. Yes.
In your face.
Get it.
Back to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. It's a big play there for the Browns. 49 yards. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And some room to run now. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. So left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Ravens, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.